I have been trying to stage my comeback to BookTube for quite some time, and it has been going bad for the past few weeks. 2 weeks ago, on a Friday, I filmed a Friday Reads video, and I filmed and I edited the video. I didn't just film the video, I edited it. I cut all the stuff out and I had this like finished product. And as I was trying to export it from the editing software that I use, something went wrong and the file got corrupted and all the stuff got deleted. And I was so through after that. I was like, oh my gosh, I finally managed to do this, and this happened. Since then, I've been trying to film videos. I've been thinking about filming videos. I've been thinking about filming videos for a long time, but I just have felt like I just don't have the energy to do this. And then on the few days when I have the energy to do it, I find myself kind of lacking the confidence to do it. I'm like, you know, I don't know, I feel like there isn't a lot for me to say, or I can't really say anything in the way that I would want to, and so I just get really discouraged. And so yeah, I've just been trying to get myself back into a place where I can do this on a regular basis, because it's been a really hard year so far. A lot has been going on, and so and then earlier today I watched Bree May, I believe it is her name, Bree May's video. Her channel was BREEMAE, and she has a wonderful YouTube channel, and she was talking on this video about, she was basically apologizing to her subscribers for having not filmed a ton of videos during Armchair BEA, because she was kind of suffering from a lot of the same things that I've been kind of suffering from, a lot of stress and depression and anxiety and all these other kind of things. And it was just so strange to me, because I was thinking to myself, I have to be able to film a video. I should film a video, because if this woman, this wonderful person who, she films amazing videos on a regular basis, like 2 or 3 videos a week. Like, she's so prolific. I'm pretty sure none of her subscribers are complaining about lack of content. She makes really great, excellent content on a regular basis, and if she can do that while feeling a lot of the same feelings that I've been feeling, I can film a video every now and then. I can pull myself together and do this. So that's what I decided to do. I'm going to finally film a BookTube video. So thank you so much to Bree for that really, really honest, beautiful video that you filmed. It was extremely inspiring, and you are a really, really wonderful person, and I'm just really thankful to you for that. And so I was trying to think about what kind of video to film for this, and I finally decided upon the unpopular opinions tag. Tag videos are easy because you just have to answer the questions. You don't have to come up with your own like content. You just answer the questions. And so I'm doing the unpopular opinions tag specifically because it'll give me an opportunity to bitch without anybody criticizing me for it, because that's kind of the point of the tag. And I have like a lot of unpopular opinions, and so I'm thinking maybe this video will help me get a couple of things off my chest, and it'll be kind of playful and kind of something fun to do. So I'm doing the unpopular opinions tag. It was started by the Book Archer, and I will post her original video in the down box. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first question in the tag is a popular book or series you didn't like. For me, the popular book or series I didn't like was The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I know that that is a favorite of a lot of people, not just on BookTube, but on Goodreads and in real life. I know I have a lot of friends in real life who really love The Book Thief, but I did not like it. I thought The Book Thief was badly written. I thought it was overwritten, and that Marcus Zusak was trying really, really hard to be poetic a lot. And so that was definitely not a favorite read for me. And so, yeah, that was my book that I didn't like. For a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate but you love. For this one, I had a hard time with it because I don't really know if there's too many popular books that other people hate that I like. I really just don't think there's a lot of those. So I came up with not a popular book, but a book that I did read that I know a lot of people that had really bad reviews on Goodreads, and that was Frog Music by Emma Donoghue. Now, I actually didn't love this book either. It definitely had its flaws and it definitely had its issues, but I felt like the issues that a lot of people were pointing out in the reviews were kind of, I don't know, I just thought they were kind of superficial and I didn't really like them. There were things like, oh, the characters weren't likable, or they didn't like all the sex or all the gratuitous violence, or they didn't like the way this woman, you know, they didn't like that one of the characters was a really bad mother and all these type of things. And I kind of thought that those were not good reasons to like the book. Kind of just felt bad that there were so many bad reviews for that book posted there because of it. I vacillate between like 2 or 3 stars for it. It's not perfect, but it's really not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. So that would be that one. The third question is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or a one true pairing that you don't like. I picked for this one Jane Eyre and Mr. Rochester. I thought Mr. Rochester was an asshole. I just did not like his character at all. I had absolutely no idea what Jane saw in him. It just made absolutely no sense. Now, I'm not saying that she should have ended up with the other guy whose name I can't remember because I read that book a long time ago. And another unpopular opinion, I kind of didn't like it. But I'm not saying you should have ended up with him, but I just don't know why she was so in love with Mr. Rochester. It kind of eludes me. So that would be that one. It says a popular genre that you hardly reach for. I decided to go with contemporary romance for this, although genre fiction is actually not a thing that I reach for very often, but I definitely very rarely ever reach for contemporary romance, young adult or adult, either way. It's just really not my bag. So the next one is a popular beloved character that you do not like. For this one, I pick Lisbeth Salander from the Millennium Trilogy, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo books. It's not so much that I don't like her as a character as much as it is I kind of find her character to be a really like familiar trope that I'm not a big fan of. This sort of like emotionally unavailable badass woman chick type person. Like, I don't know, I've just seen that character a lot in a lot of different books and things, and I didn't like her as much as a lot of people is. A lot of people see her as this kick-ass feminist character, and I kind of see her as a little bit one-dimensional and not that interesting. But again, that was my opinion, and it's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people really, really love her, but that was just kind of how I perceived her. A popular author that you can't seem to get into. Anybody who watches my channel probably knows, in the few videos that I have posted, you probably know where I'm going to go with this one. And that will be Jane Austen. I am not a Jane Austen fan. I've read Pride and Prejudice and Emma, and on one hand, I really can see that. I can see that Jane Austen is a great writer. I think she's really witty and very funny, and she has interesting characters. But I feel like nothing happens in a Jane Austen novel. Nothing happens. People just sit around talking to each other like the whole time, and hardly anything is at stake. And all the action that does occurs off stage, and then you just hear about it later, like, well, out of scene, and you hear about it later in a letter. and it's like, oh, that really crazy thing happened, but no one actually experienced it. So it's just boring for me. I'm giving her 2 more chances to impress me. I plan on reading Northanger Abbey, and I think Persuasion, and I'm hoping that one of those 2 books might change my mind about her, but so far I've not been a fan. So a popular book trope that I'm tired of seeing. A popular book trope that I'm tired of seeing is the missing wife. I'm sick of mystery novels about the missing wife. Thanks to the popularity of Gone Girl, that's become a really big thing, and I'm kind of over it. So, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. Here's one thing about me is I will read anything. I will read anything. For some reason, I just never heed anybody's warning. When someone tells me that something is bad, I don't listen. I always feel like I need to see for myself. So there aren't very many series that I would say I would never read. I would pretty much read a lot of things unless I feel like it's something extremely exploitive of people, or if I feel like it has some sort of damaging ideology, then I might avoid it. But for the most part, I will read pretty much anything. So for this, I had to go with the most popular answer, I feel, for the answer for this tag, for this question, which would be 50 Shades of Grey. And the only reason why I won't read 50 Shades of Grey is because I have heard enough about the plot, and I have heard enough about what's wrong with it to kind of know that I probably wouldn't like it. And also, my sister one time read several excerpts from it because she bought the book and she was reading it and she thought it was crazy hilarious. She was like, I don't know what this is. And we were sitting around and she was reading it out loud, and we were cracking up because it was so bad. And that was all I really needed to know about that series. And also, it's not in a genre that I like, so it would be pretty pointless for me to look at it. It says, the last question, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Definitely going to be saying an unpopular opinion here. I prefer the Hunger Games movies to the book. I find Katniss a really boring character in the book, and I feel like she has a little bit more life to her in the movies. Not that much more, but a little bit more. And I also feel like the movies managed to get rid of issues that I always have with the book. For instance, like in Catching Fire, I felt like there was this, in the book, there was a larger emphasis on the love triangle in the book than it was in the movie. And I think this is an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure how many people share this with me. And so, but yeah, it's just all these issues and things that I feel the movie fixes over the book. So I prefer the movie to the books for the Hunger Games series. So those are all of my questions for the unpopular opinions tag. Don't kill me, you guys. I know that I didn't really like. I've said some bad things about a lot of people's beloved favorites, but one of the great things about watching these videos is seeing a lot of, people have different opinions, and I've come to honor and really respect a lot of people's opinions from watching these tags and hearing some people say things about authors and books that I actually really like, and realizing that there are people who really don't care for them. I am actually going to tag somebody for this. I doubt she'll do it because I haven't really seen her do any tag videos, but I'm going to tag her anyways, and it's Antonia, I think it is, at 28 bookmarks. I'm going to tag her because I know that she has a crap ton of unpopular opinions, a nice amount of which I agree with, and so I would really like to hear her answers to this tag. However, if you are not tagged in this video but you would like to do the tag, please do it and link your video down below because I love watching these, and I'm happy to try and be back. I'm happy that I'm back here on BookTube, and I hope to be talking to you guys soon.